Today we're going to be taking a look at another 100% wire-free camera from Reolink, the Argus PT. If you're new to the channel and you like this video, press that like button and subscribe. The Argus PT is a fairly recent addition to the Argus family, and it brings the added functionality of being able to move the camera with its pan and tilt features. Now let's get right into the unboxing and review. In the box, we have a mounting template along with screws and a reset clip, the quick start guide and a 24-hour surveillance sticker, a micro USB charging cable, the camera mounting bracket, the wireless antenna, and the Argus PT. Looking over to the right, I also have the Reolink solar panel for continuous charging. In this box, we'll find a quick start guide and a 24-hour surveillance sticker, a drilling template along with the screws, then we have the solar panel mount and the solar panel. For the PT features, we have 1080p live viewing and recording, 130-degree viewing angle, a 2-megapixel CMOS sensor, starlight technology that allows you to see up to 33 feet in darkness, pan and tilt, which allows you to rotate 355 degrees horizontally and 140 degrees vertically. Like I mentioned earlier, is 100% wire-free and runs off a 2.4 gig Wi-Fi network. It has a built-in rechargeable battery. You could also add a solar panel for continuous charging. You can also expand the memory with a micro SD card up to 64 gigs, and you can use Google Assistant or Alexa. Taking a closer look at the camera. Around the lens, you'll find your PIR sensor and your daylight sensor. On the top, we have our microphone. At the base of the camera head, you have the speaker. Moving the camera head reveals a weatherproof rubber flap, which protects the micro SD card slot, as well as the camera factory reset pinhole. Circling to the back, we have a couple more weatherproof rubber flaps. Underneath the first one is the power, which we could turn on or off the unit. Just below, we have our micro USB charging port. Here we have the connection for the antenna, and all you need to do is just screw it into place. And at the bottom, we have our camera mount screw, as well as a QR code that you'll use to add a camera to your app. Setting up the camera is really simple. First, make sure you have the Reolink app installed, and then power on the camera.
Camera has been started up. Please run Reolink app, add the camera, and set it up.
Launch the Reolink app, and then hit the plus sign on the top right hand side to scan the QR code and get your camera connected to the Wi-Fi. Once it's connected, you'll use the camera to scan the QR code that's located in the app.
Scan succeeded. Camera is connecting to your router. Please wait. Connection to the router succeeded. Welcome to Reolink.
And then all you'll need to do is give it a password and a camera name, and you're all set up. Before I head outside to mount the camera, let's take a close-up look of the camera while using the pan and tilt controls within the app. For my installation, I've mounted it about 10 feet off the ground to an existing wooden frame. Even though the bracket is entirely made of plastic, it keeps the camera sturdy enough to prevent it from shaking when being adjusted or when the winds pick up. The application is really straightforward, and I'll start with the options below the video. First, we have the play button, which starts and stops the live stream. The speaker icon is to listen to what's happening outside. The camera takes a snapshot of what's currently in the frame and adds it to your local library. Then to the right of that, we have the start and stop record live video button, which also adds it to your local library. The high and low icon switches between the live viewing resolution of 1080p to a lower resolution of 720p. Then we have the expand button to switch your live view to full screen. Using the bell icon, we can use that to manually trigger the siren. The talk button enables two-way communication. PTZ is where you go to control your camera's view. Controlling the camera is simple as pointing the controller in the direction you want to see. Trying to adjust the camera while viewing the live feed in 1080p becomes quite the challenge, as there is a 4-second delay between your actions and your view. When moving the camera, I suggest viewing the live feed in Fluent. It's still not fully real-time, but it's much easier to control. Playback brings up all the motion detected recordings for you to review and download. The download button can be found on the top right hand side, and it'll let you download up to 30 seconds of the clip that you're looking for. Under the gear icon, you'll find additional settings for your camera to view the camera details, including changing name and upgrading the firmware, battery usage details, switching to different Wi-Fi access points, changing display settings, adjusting alarm schedules and settings, push notifications, email alerts, and turning on or off the siren for motion alerts, including setting up your own custom alert to scare off potential trespassers.
Back off, I'm calling the police. Back off, I'm calling the police.
And lastly, we have our advanced settings to change your device password, reboot, and restore your device to factory settings. The built-in siren is loud enough to grab someone's attention if you're using the default alarm. But I found when using the custom alarm, it was very faint and barely noticeable. Looking at the day and night footage, tell me what you think of the quality in the comments. As the camera is battery powered and doesn't record continuously, you'll need to be mindful of your recording expectations. Since the camera is in a standby state until it detects motion, if someone walks quickly past it or is running past the camera, you may not get the footage that you're looking for. Being able to use my Google Assistant to view my camera on my smart display is very convenient and easy to use. Show me the home south side camera.
Got it. Streaming home south side on master bedroom display.
Overall, I thought the camera performed pretty well. The two main issues I had with the camera were the alerts about a weak Wi-Fi connection, even though the camera settings showed that my signal was strong. The second would be the lack of presets for the pan and tilt movements. Having presets when you're trying to adjust your camera quickly is definitely something you need when you're trying to get important footage. So this is where I'm going to end the video today. All the product links can be found in the description down below. And since you're there, hit that like button and help the channel grow by hitting the subscribe button to get all the latest videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.